Hello everyone and welcome to the second episode. This is Qasim from QasAcademy. I hope you enjoyed the first session where we discussed how to utilize the AI chatbot in conducting a structured oral examination, where the AI chatbot will act as examiners and we are the students, and we'll ask them to use it prompts to allow the chatbot to ask us questions and then to give us feedback and a score by the end of the exam. So I hope you enjoyed that exercise. Now, what I will be presenting on this second episode, I'll be talking about two approaches. Now, how to use, again, the AI chatbot in conducting structured oral examinations. The first approach that we will be discussing is to use a subject from your study. Let's say I'll be using the example here, Febrile Neutropenia and Septic Shock. So if from your reading, from the textbook that you read, you studied it in the university, an article, for example, that you read and you wanted to study it for the exam, you can utilize this article. But please be careful for any copyright restrictions in any document that you will be using. What I'm going to use here, a document that I created myself from reading here and there, and I'm putting also references for that article that I will be using. So use that article and ask that AI chatbot to use this article and to examine you. Use it as an examination session from the article that you read, or multiple articles that you read from a textbook, for example. But again, as I said, be careful of all the copyright restrictions that you're using. That's the first approach. The second approach that we will be discussing is using a document, and it's similar to the university documents that they are using for structured oral examination. And we will be using this document that has the questions and the ideal answers, I would say, and then I will upload it to the AI chatbot, and I will ask the AI chatbot, putting a specific prompt to utilize the document of asking me some questions, and I will be the student to answer all these questions. All these efforts, all these things that we are doing, is just to help us to build our trust when it comes to the examination. Okay, so if you're ready and you're excited about this, we will move forward now. I'll try to make it short. And we'll enjoy it. Hopefully, everyone will enjoy it. Okay, so if you're ready, let's go ahead and start. Okay, as we say, that we will be using this to build our trust. So this is the article that I will be using. As you can see here, it's from fever to septic shock, rapid deterioration in neutropenic cancer patients. It has introductions, case scenarios, some investigation, blood investigations, vitals. So I'll be using this document. Okay, I'll upload it, and it's, as you can see, it's a comprehensive document that I've studied already, and I will put it, and I will ask the chatbot to be my examiner. So this is number one. Number two, this is the examination, structured oral examination for the same topic, febrile neutropenia, progression to septic shock. So this is the title, station, blah, blah, blah. And these are the labs, the scenario of the patients. Then it will come the questions and the ideal answer. So I've either studied, I may use the article, I may use this document, then and ask the chatbot is just to examine me. I have to study it at the beginning, definitely. Then I just try to build my trust, to see my answers, and also to get feedback after each answer. Okay, now let's move on and to see how we're going to use these. Okay, we are in ChatGPT now, on chatbot, the AI chatbot. So what we will do is I'll start by talking. I cannot just upload the document, because once you upload the document, you'll not be able to start the conversation with the chatbot. So what you have to do is just to start with the conversation from the beginning, and I will give the first instructions, what I wanted to do, then I will upload the document and we will start the examination. So you can just follow me. I'll put all these prompts that I will be using in the comment. So let's start. Hi Hakeem, we wanted to do today structured oral examination, and I want you to be the examiner and I will be the student. What I will do, I'm going to upload a document, a PDF document, an article, and I want you to use this article to conduct the exam. Can you help me in this?
I'm absolutely up for that. Once you upload the article, I'll base questions around it. During the oral exam, I'll ask you structured questions, maybe clarifying concepts, critical thinking, or practical implications. Once we begin, just answer as the student, and we'll roll with it.
Excellent. So I'm going to upload the document now, as you can see here, hitting this bottom, going to my files, and yes. So the document will be uploaded now.
Perfect. Once it's uploaded, I'll take a look and shape some exam questions for you. Let me know when you're ready to start the Q&A, and we'll jump right into your structured oral exam. All right, I've got a good grasp of the article. Whenever you're ready, we'll start the structured oral exam. Just let me know.
Okay, now, so I'll give you the prompt. So you will be my examiner and I will be the student. Please use the attached article about febrile neutropenia progressing to septic shock in cancer patient as the primary reference and source for developing the examination questions, clinical scenarios, expected answers, and feedback. I'll give you instruction. Conduct a realistic oncology nursing SOE examination. Base your questions and discussions on the attached article content. Present the case gradually, similar to a real oral examination. Ask one question at a time only. Wait for my answers before proceeding. Increase the complexity of the questions progressively. Include questions related to, for example, recognition and identification of febrile neutropenia, early signs of septic shock, patient safety consideration, clinical reasoning, escalation of care, okay? After each answer, give me immediate constructive feedback. Explain what I answered correctly. Explain what important points I missed. Correct my unsafe or inaccurate responses. Suggest how I can improve, okay? Please make the examination interactive and realistic, similar to advanced oncology nursing oral examination. Okay, then provide a final summary evaluation. Give me an overall score out of 100. Score me in the following domain, for example, recognition of the case, prioritization of care, patient safety, clinical reasoning. Please maintain a professional examiner tone throughout the examination.
All right, I'm set. Let's begin. You're the oncology nurse in a cancer unit. A patient on chemotherapy presents with fever and neutropenia. My first question to you, how would you initially recognize febrile neutropenia in this patient? Tell me the criteria you'd assess.
Well, to consider patients febrile, if the patients came with a temperature of 38.3 one episode, or a constant a temperature of 38 for more than 1 hour or more than 1 hour. And then I will be checking the neutrophil count, the absolute neutrophil count. If it's below 0.5, I'll consider the patient that to be 0.5 and below, that the patient is febrile and neutropenic.
You're spot on with the temperature thresholds and the neutrophil count. That was a correct definition. Just be sure you're always aware of that 1 hour sustained fever detail. Great start. Let's move on.
Okay, give me another question.
You've identified febrile neutropenia. Now, what are the earliest clinical signs that this patient might be progressing towards septic shock that you would need to watch for?
Okay, so febrile, maybe tachycardia, hypotensive.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Tachycardia and hypotension are key early signs. Keep in mind, too, that altered mental status or a rising respiratory rate can also appear early. Good job spotting those signs.
Okay, continue.
Now, as you suspect the patient is deteriorating towards septic shock, what immediate actions would you take to ensure patient safety and timely escalation of care?
So I believe I have to notify, and maybe starting even before, notify the primary treating physician, start on broad spectrum antibiotic, fluid infusion, I would say.
Your escalation steps are solid. Early broad spectrum antibiotics and fluid resuscitation are key. Just remember, contacting the rapid response or ICU team early is crucial if signs worsen. Overall, you're prioritizing well.
Okay, can you give me final score of what I've answered?
All right, let's break it down. For recognizing the case, I'd give you a 25 out of 25. You nailed the criteria. Prioritization of care, I'd say 23 out of 25. You are on track, but could emphasize calling for help even faster. Patient safety, I'd give you 24 out of 25. Your steps were strong, but always think early escalation. Clinical reasoning, I'd give you 23 out of 25. You showed good logic, but refining escalation timing would be a next step. Overall, that's 95 out of 100. An excellent performance. Just keep honing those escalation instincts.
Thank you. I'm just showing my audience how we can utilize the AI chatbot in conducting structured oral examination. And you helped me. Thank you, Hakeem. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. I'm glad I could help demonstrate. If you or your audience ever need more practice or another mock exam, just let me know. Good luck with everything.
Excellent. So what I will do next, I will upload another document, okay? But I will upload another document that is exactly structured oral examinations, questions and answers. And I want you to follow these questions and answers, and we will do the same, okay?
That sounds like a plan. Once you've uploaded that document, I'll take a look at the structure, and we'll follow along with those questions and answers. Just let me know when it's ready.
Okay. So now I'm going ahead and to upload. I'm just saying to my audience, this is the document, and I'm waiting until it is uploaded. Once it's uploaded, I will hit this button to say go.
I've got this. I'm ready whenever you are. Once it's uploaded and you're all set, just let me know, and we'll dive right in again.
Okay, so I've just uploaded it. Go ahead, read it, and start with the first 5 questions.
I already went through the document. I'll ask you one question at a time following that structure. Let's begin. You assess a patient with fever, chills, and an ANC of 0.3. What's your immediate clinical concern for this patient?
I'm concerning that this patient might go through febrile neutropenia. I'm worried that the patient may go for septic shock.
That's correct. The patient has febrile neutropenia, and you're rightly concerned about sepsis and possible progression to septic shock. Great start. Let's build on that.
Okay, go ahead. Second question.
Can you define febrile neutropenia for me? What specific criteria are used to diagnose it?
Okay, so now for my audience again, just is because I'm using the same scenario, you can see the questions get repeated, and I may answer it. We can stop here, but I just wanted to show you how you could utilize different documents and utilize the AI chatbot to conduct an oral examination. Okay, so that's how we do it. Okay, thank you very much if you stayed so far until now. And we have discussed in this video 2 different approaches of conducting structured oral examination utilizing the AI chatbot. And we use the ChatGPT, as you can see. And we've discussed in our first episode another different example. So total of 3 different examples of how could you utilize the AI chatbot in conducting or training yourself in conducting structured oral examination. I hope these videos would help you in building your trust and preparing you for the exams. By this, we could conclude the structured oral examination topic. If you need extra or more information or something that we may emphasize on, please write me on the comments. Otherwise, we could conclude here, and please stay tuned for the upcoming videos. Thank you very much and see you soon.